Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Rockets will play the Orlando Magic, which will be the Rockets' regular season game number 70. That is crazy to say, but 70 games in for the Houston Rockets, and they have a chance to win their eighth straight game, which will be their longest winning streak of the season if they get the win tonight. And they also have a chance to get a clean sweep over the Orlando Magic, beat them a week ago in Houston, and now they'll face in Orlando. If you guys remember last year, the Rockets played Orlando. First game of the season in Orlando was the first game of this, new look team of Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet joining the team, and Ime Udoka being the head coach. And the Rockets got crushed in that game. The Rockets would, bounce back later on. I know they started off 0-3, but still finished with a record of 41-41. And last year was a good year. But I think it'd be great for this team to go and get a win in Orlando, a place that did not start the way they wanted to when this team started to play basketball. I mean, obviously Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason, some of those guys, some of the younger guys. Obviously they were already on the team, but that's Ime Udoka's first coach game of his career. Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet's Rockets debuts. Same thing goes for Jeff Green. Jack Landale even included. I know Adams wasn't a part of the team yet. That's Cam Whitmore and Amen Thompson's first ever NBA game. I don't think Amen actually played in that game. I think Cam Whitmore did play in that game because it was a blowout. So it'd just be nice to see the Rockets go and win in Orlando after getting crushed there last season opening night, game 1. So, but the Rockets had a easy win last time they faced this team, and tonight they're coming off they're on one of their best wins of the season, coming back from 25 points down. They were down 25 points with 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and then next thing you know, it's into the third quarter and it's a tie game. And the Rockets had multiple comebacks in the fourth quarter to come back and win the game. Sent it to overtime. Alperen Sengun made a hell of a play, and now here we are, and the Rockets still have a winning streak and could make it 8 tonight. We'd be talking about a new winning streak if it wasn't for their second half performance the other night. And so I'm excited to see what they can do. Now let's get in the starting lineups. Amen Thompson remains out, but there is some hope that he could potentially come back in Miami on Friday night. Honestly, I know a lot of people want to see him back against Miami because of the beef that happened with Tyler Hero. I don't want to rush him back, honestly. I think because the Rockets play the Nuggets on Sunday in Houston, that's a big game for the Western Conference standings. I know some people want to see Amen Thompson versus Miami because that's a great matchup with what happened earlier in the year at the beginning of the year in January with Amen Thompson and Tyler Hero and them getting into it. But the Heat are not playing very well. The way the Rockets are playing right now, if you have your guys of Fred, Jabari, and Jalen and LP and Tari Eason, if you got those guys, Dylan Brooks as well, if you've got the 6 guys that have been playing really good basketball right now, the starters with Fred, Jalen, Tari, Dylan and LP, and then Jabari off the bench, and Steven Adams with the double big lineup. The Rockets can easily win in Miami with how bad Miami is playing right now without Amen Thompson. The game they need Amen Thompson for badly is the game Sunday night against the Denver Nuggets. That's the game they really need Amen Thompson back. So, sure, I'd love to see Amen Thompson play against Miami, but I think it's more important that he plays it against Denver and is fully ready to go for that Denver game. We'll see what happens with him. Reed Shepard is also out tonight, but he's out until beginning of April, so he's still out another 2 weeks or so, or 2 weeks plus, so not surprised that he's out. And then for the Magic with their injuries, obviously Mo Wagner, and you got him and Jalen Suggs out for the season. Cole Anthony is a game-time decision. He's someone that played against the Rockets when they recently played last week in Houston. Had a solid game. He's a game-time decision. He didn't play in their last game, even though they beat the Cavaliers 108-103. We'll see if they can get him back tonight. Now, starting lineups, that all depends on Cole Anthony. Now, if Cole Anthony doesn't play, you should see the starting lineup be exactly what it was last game when they beat Cleveland. Like, why would you switch it up? Corey Joseph was at point guard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope was at the 2. At the 3, you have Franz. At the 4, you have Paulo. And at the 5, you got Wendell Carter Jr. But if Cole Anthony is available, obviously it'll be Cole Anthony at the 1 and not Corey Joseph. So, and then for the Rockets, it's the obvious starting lineup. I'd love to see Jabari Smith Jr. in this starting lineup with how good of a game he just had. But when you got Dillon Brooks and Tari Eason playing the way they are playing recently, it's hard to take them out. So point guard Fred, shooting guard Jalen, small forward Dillon, power forward Tari, at center, of course, Alp. And my predictions for this game tonight, I think the Rockets get a win. I think it's going to be low scoring again. The last time these two teams played, neither team reached 100. The Rockets had 95, and I think the Orlando had like 80-something. And so I don't think either team reaches 100 tonight. Maybe the Rockets do, but I think the Rockets keep Orlando under 100, and the Rockets might be under 100 as well. I think this is a low-scoring game for both teams, but I think the Rockets find a way to win. I think a big reason why the Rockets are going to win this game tonight is going to be because of Alperen Sengun. He got benched the other night, and it was stupid how long he was sitting on the bench. And I think that he's going to come out tonight trying to prove something, and that's going to look. Was it smart that Ime Udoka did that the other night? No, but I think it's fine to overlook it because the Rockets ended up winning in that game, and Alperen Sengun was such a key factor at the end of the fourth quarter and overtime. But it also this is why Alp's benching might have been a good thing. It might motivate him to really kill it in their next game, which is tonight against the Magic. So also, another guy I'd look out for, is Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks is a guy who has had some really solid success against this Magic team. When the Rockets have faced Orlando, in his Rockets tenure, had a good game last week. His Rockets debut was amazing against Orlando. So I'd look at Dillon Brooks having a really good game tonight for the Houston Rockets team. So I think Dillon Brooks and Alperen Sengun are going to be the two big factors for this Houston Rockets team. Then, of course, Jalen, Tari, Jabari, and Fred will help out as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.